Today's OECD report states the need for change is clear and expectations are high. But I'm afraid this statement appears to duck all the big questions. Skills reform, a statement later this year. Qualifications reform, a debate next year. The only thing that is new today is the abolition of the centrepiece of John Swinney's reforms in the last Parliament. Look, I recognise the pressures on behaviour, the attainment gap, attendance and so on, but these are reforms for the future and they will take time to implement. So what further information is the Education Secretary looking for to enable her to provide the leadership that Scottish education needs?
Cabinet Secretary.
I thank Mr Rennie for his question, which was a wee bit round the House's presiding officer, but nonetheless, to go back to the member's question, I think, which is in relation to how we can move things forward, the legislative agenda, as I updated Parliament in June, was delayed for a year. It's really important, I think, before we take that legislation forward, that we check where we are in relation to the rollout of these new organisations. We have truncated that consultation process by 6 weeks. I think that's important. I hope the member will help us in supporting engagement on the consultation document. It's important we get it right. But I'm very conscious, I think, as I outlined in my response to Liam Kerr, that the reality that our schools are facing at the current time is a very challenging one. So reform, I go back to my point in my initial statement, presiding officer, reform is a process, not an event. We have to take the profession with us. We need to make sure that reform is going to better meet the needs of our children and young people. And that is what I am committed to, and that is what he will hear from me in terms of leadership.